All right, we are in the Webtoon press lounge, which is really nice, and we're here to talk about Omen Girl. And go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Yuen Yano. I am the author of The Omen Girl. I'm a Canadian immigrant. And
Oh, propped up against the chair? Yes, it's propped up against the chair. You might do this. I'm sorry. There you go.
We're not live, so I can go in and edit.
cool. Movie magic.
All right. So tell me a little bit about yourself, both as a comic book or cartoon reader and as a creator.
So my name is Yuen Yang. I'm the author of The Omen Girl. Cartoon reader wise, I mean, I am always scrolling on Webtoon all the time, all sorts of comics. And yeah.
Do you maybe remember as a kid the first cartoon strip that you read, or maybe the one that made you want to, get into making your own?
I'm not in the comic.
She's a web novelist.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
The first one I ever read, gosh, it was probably manga because I grew up in Taiwan.
Okay.
So we just had manga and anime everywhere. First anime I ever watched was probably Yu Yu Hakusho, which I probably should not have been watching because I was way too young. Yeah, that's what I remember.
So tell us a little about Omen Girl, and we'll go from there.
Sure, yeah. So the Omen Girl is about a girl named Sozo. She's an omen, and omens are these people whose sins and crimes appear on their skin as a dark stain. But she has the special ability, because this is YA, to momentarily hide her stain. So she uses that ability to secretly participate in a magical race where she has to bond with a magical star in order to catch a wishing star.
And so what was the inspiration for Omen Girl?
Yeah, it actually started out as a fanfic, a Rogue One fanfic. So that was all the way back in 2018. And then eventually it got reworked into the original work that it is today, because I went through some crazy time in my life where I didn't realize it then, but years later I realized I was actually part of a cult, and leaving it was quite the traumatic upheaval of my life. So everything that I went through during that time, the loss and the pain and the fire, went into creating Sozo, the main character, and her story.
Besides the main character, who are the supporting characters that she interacts with, or help move the plot forward?
Yeah. So her mentor figure, who actually also doubles as the main antagonist, is S. And she's actually based heavily on a person in my life during that time, who was, I guess, a source of a lot of the pain that I went through. So there's her, and then there's also Lumi, who acts as Sozo's foil. So where Sozo is full of, I guess, anger and bitterness and a lot of rage, Lumi is the opposite. She's, like her name implies, full of light. She's full of life. She's very open, very much an open door, an open hand. And then we have Sozo's love interest, which is Nikki. And he's, again, very similarly modeled after someone in my own life who saved me out of that dark time.
So it sounds like you took your tragedy or your experiences and did that help you? Is that helping you kind of work through?
It was really cathartic, very, very cathartic. At the time, it was just a lot of pain. And I just needed that pain to go somewhere. So it went on the page. And before I knew it, by the end, when I reached the end of the story, I realized, wow, I'm reaching a conclusion through the story. Through the story, I'm able to reach a conclusion emotionally.
And how did you, get connected with Webtoon for
So my story is on Wattpad, which is,
Mhm.
I guess, the written version of Webtoon, I guess.
Mhm.
Sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so I believe we did like a merger of sorts, right?
Yes, so a
Yeah.
couple years ago, Webtoon Entertainment, just Wattpad, and now we are all under the same umbrella. And Wattpad is web novels, and Webtoon is
Okay, cool. And so since it's a prose, would you envision it being transferred or being adapted to a webtoon type format?
That would be absolutely incredible. Yeah, I mean, that would be a dream come true. I think it would look incredible too because the story is about like a magical race.
Mhm.
It's quite a deadly race as well. So there's lots of flying, there's lots of magic, there's lots of action. So yeah, I imagine it could look pretty cool.
And do you envision like an anime type style being used, manga style being used for that, if that were to occur?
A manga style.
Or I don't know, what style would you, do you envision it being, I guess is more the question I'm trying to get at
Envision.
very poorly.
I think I do envision it more like a webtoon style.
Yeah.
Just because it's a lot more fluid of a read with webtoons, where you're always just scrolling, and there's lots of really fun artistic, I guess, tricks that you could do to simulate movement with webtoons. So yeah, I think I imagine it more like that.
And I also, I'm just sorry, I'm assuming this is, you've written other things, correct?
Yes, but they're not out in the world.
Okay,
My
so,
debut.
okay, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
How did working on this, on Omen Girl, help you grow as a writer?
How did it help me grow as a writer?
Or did it, or
No.
did you learn anything that you plan on using in future projects?
I think it grew me weirdly as a person. I don't know as a writer,
Okay,
but
that works.
I mean-
I'm sure that'll eventually translate into your writing.
that's.
I mean, I don't know, I can't write, so,
But yeah, there were a lot of things that I think I had to wrestle through
Mhm.
in order to finish this, and even pushing past the story. I think there's always the fear that, oh, I only have one story in me, and I won't be able to create anything else ever again. And I think completing this and moving past it has really shown me that there's a multitude of stories in everyone. We're not just one dimensional. There's always something that we have left to say and something that we're learning from and growing to.
And how do you feel that it's been, the fans have been, receiving the Omen Girl?
Yeah, it's been on Wattpad for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And the crowd on Wattpad, I think, is a little different from the traditional like publishing sphere.
Sure.
So on Wattpad, the reception has always been very heightened. I think
Mhm.
lots of because as you're reading, you can leave comments as you go.
Mhm.
So I can kind of almost read in real time how people are reacting to certain sentences, to certain scenes. So that has always been like a huge joy, a huge pleasure. But in the traditional sphere, you don't get reviews until after they finished reading everything, and it's very I guess edited. Sometimes it's just like, oh yeah, that was cool, I like the characters, and then you don't really get to know what their deeper thoughts are in the moment. But it's been really good.
And with the responses, I guess, in real time, as you were saying, has that influenced the direction or anything you've done as you continue to tell the story? I mean, because it's your story and you have a story you want to tell, but if it's something, I would assume, that if something is not jiving with the readership, then
Yeah.
now if they're reading it in real time, then you could
Yeah.
kind of work around that.
Yes.
I don't
For
know.
me, I had the entire story completed already, so that wasn't in the cards for me. But yeah, I could definitely see going forward if I'm uploading something, I guess, like weekly, for
Mhm.
example, that could influence how I take the story in the future.
Yeah, okay. Is there anything else you wanted to say about Omen Girl or Wattpad or Webtoon or or
where to buy it. You can get it everywhere. You
Yeah.
can get it at Barnes and Nobles, Indigo, Amazon. Yeah, and it's out. It's been out for 3 days now, I believe. Yeah,
And is this your first time at Comic-Con?
it is. Yeah.
Are you surviving or?
I am so sore. My entire body is sore. Yesterday I was in line for 4 hours trying to get an autograph.
Oh, wow. Oy.
Yep.
But did you get the autograph?
I got the autograph
Well,
and I
you-
got a selfie as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, where can people find out more of your stuff? I follow you on
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm even on YouTube. My handle is Uweverse.
Mhm.
So that's YUEH verse, so like universe.
and I guess people can check out the other selections on WattPad and Webtoon and so
I'll send you some more information afterwards too.
sure. But again, thank you for taking the time to chat and sorry your first interview was so
What's
I mean, all right. Well, enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you for taking the time to chat and, enjoy the rest of your time here.